You go, got him sound like a choir. Ooh, yeah, I'm the truth. Can't nobody tell me nothing. What you trying to do?
Hey y'all, hey. Listen, I had to jump on here because I'm just going through this social media timelines between Facebook and IG, and y'all know what the popular talk is right now, right? Y'all do know. I'm looking down at my feet, sorry. Y'all know what the popular topic is right now. Listen, the one thing I am glad is that there are women out there that are standing up and saying, you know, we're being a little bit harsh on Danae. That's Derek Jackson's wife. You know, we should be loving up on her instead of attacking her and talking about how she looked on screen. Because listen, some of y'all know we get on screen looking tired at times. I mean, you know, my head wrap is colorful. But if it was black, would y'all say the same thing about me? The only thing is that, you know, I know Derek Jackson is now posting stuff that says, don't come after my wife and et cetera, et cetera. And people are saying we shouldn't or they shouldn't. And social media people and those that get on here and talk like myself should not be hard on Danae in her situation because she could be dealing with trauma. She could be, listen, she needs healing. Sister needs some healing, okay? And I'm hoping that she has a circle of friends that can swoop in at any given moment and surround her with that love that she needs. And that's my honest, okay? But I want to know, and I've been asking this question since yesterday, why do women feel like they need to stand by their man's side when they commit an infidelity or they're coming out of the closet because, you know, they're bisexual or whatever the case may be? Why do women feel that they need to stand publicly? This is for people that are in the public eye. Why do they feel they need to stand publicly? Okay, I need to close my door because I hear the remote schooling going on. But why do women feel that they need to stand by their man publicly while their man apologizes? Sister didn't do anything wrong. Okay, that's him. She has to unpack this information that is coming to her now. She has to deal with all of these side women, you know, poking fun at her. Or she has to deal with the side women coming out still telling their story, right? As late as not too long ago, the Shade Room posted something that said, it looks like another woman posted something that said, supposedly she's a blogger, right? That said, there's one more truth you need to tell. See, the sad shit here is that, you know, Coffee with Friends, we talk about trauma and we talk about, you know, relationships, right? Whether it's bad relationships with your parents, your children, your significant other, right? Trauma is derived through these things, right? And so sister is publicly, you know, exposed, and she didn't do anything. She did not commit the infidelity, right? But yet she sat on a screen next to her husband holding his hand, or he was holding her hand. I can't figure out which one was doing what. But, you know, it's unfair for a man to ask a woman to stand by his side publicly and take the accountability with him. Okay, she wasn't by your side when you were, you know what you were doing, munching on other people's carpets, shit like that. She wasn't with you then, so why she got to be with you now? Why are women expected to always help patch up their men, right? But if the shoe was on the other foot, would that man help patch her up? Or would he look at her differently? Would he treat her with a different type of respect, right? Meaning that his respect levels are not as high as they used to be. If the shoe was on the other foot, how would your man show up for you? If you had a human nature and you had an infidelity, how would your man show up for you? Ladies, we can't be everybody's superhero. We need to stop being everyone's superhero, right? Because what happens is we never get to unpack our own trauma because we're still taking beatings and we're still taking in the trauma from the things that people are doing to us. And in parallel, they expect us to stand with them and hold their hand through the trauma. y'all. Listen, Derek, I just say this. Do not hop on social media now yelling at people on the internet, because y'all know the internet is vicious. So when you put some shit out there, it's out there forever. Okay? So you did this to your wife, right? Everybody on the internet taking a backlash for something you did to your wife. You had her come on that screen. Okay, and even if she said to you she wanted to come on that screen, man, you're supposed to protect your wife. That's not protecting her. Look what you did. Look what you did. Derek Jackson, you got a lot of other stuff you need to take accountability for. That cheating shit was one, but your behavior, talking in third persons, everything, the way you are moving, announcing a book, everything seems so staged and everything seems so much about your brand. But ladies, we have to recognize when these men are not for us. Right? And I'm not saying Danae needs to leave her man, because I'm not here to judge and I'm not here to tell nobody to leave their man. Okay? What I'm saying is, Danae, you need to go and unpack your trauma outside of social media. Forget social media, because social media is vicious. Okay? All right? And anything that's happening right now, you need to look at your husband and you need to let him know you did this. And you know what? That's just a raw moment, because I had to hop on here because my whole ass was itching. And when my ass started itching, I feel like I got to communicate what I'm feeling. So here I am communicating exactly what I'm feeling. And let me tell you something. Listen, the fault is not yours, women, when your man cheats. Even when it's the opposite way. When a woman cheats, the fault is not always the man and the fault is not always the woman. It's never them. Right? It's a conscious decision that you choose to go out and cheat, because people have the choice to leave. But if an infidelity happens, right? The same way you carried your ass out there by yourself and committed that act is the same way your ass will go on public and on social media, YouTube, or whatever the fuck, and you tell your story by your damn self, right? And if I decide to stay with you, that's on me. Right? But I'm going to have to unpack my shit, and I'm going to have to worry about my sanity, my mental state. Okay? How am I going to get over this? I don't give a shit about your brand. I don't care about what people feel about you. I don't care if they're going to buy your book. I don't care about none of that shit. At this point, Derek, it should be about your wife. It shouldn't be about no damn book, and it shouldn't be about your brand. It should be about your wife. And with that, I'm the fuck out of here, because I know ain't nothing going to change, right? But we have to make the change. Women, we have to make the change. All right? And with that, I'm the fuck out of here. All right? Peace. Gone for now, not forever. Raw to the bone. And that was a raw moment.